jagged lines across the sand. The crumbling buildings in our minds are all that stand. Just like the buffalo blindly following the herd, we try to justify all the things that have occurred. I don't know what I've been told, but the wishes of the people can't be controlled. I don't know what I've been told, but the wishes of the people can't be controlled. Heat of the desert, dust settles on my face. Without a compass, the soldier knows no disgrace. Out of the ashes, the eagle rises still. Freedom is calling to all men who've been through. Here I am, dirty and faceless, waiting to hear your instruction. On my own, invisible warrior, I am a wind of destruction. The hot wind blowing, jagged lines across the sand. The crumbling buildings in our minds are all that stand. Just like the buffalo blindly following the herd, we try to justify all the things that have occurred. Heat of the desert, dust settles on my face. Without a compass, the soldier knows no disgrace. Out of the ashes, the eagle rises still. Freedom is calling to all men who've been through. Here I am, dirty and faceless, waiting to hear your instruction. On my own, invisible warrior, I am a wind of destruction. Freedom is calling to all men who've been through. All men who've been We fight for justice in a forgotten place. Fulfill our duty, vanish without a trace. Don't need a medal for all the men we kill. Freedom is calling to all men who've been through. Here I am, dirty and faceless, waiting to hear your instruction. On my own, invisible warrior, I am a wind of destruction. Wind of destruction. Gentle voice I hear, your words echo inside me. You said you long for me, that you love me, and I want to see it too. Feels just like I'm falling. Is there nothing I can do? Wonder if you hear my calling. I'm there and waiting nothing left within my lonely room without snow. A minute's waiting for you. Where are you? I can't find you. A minute's waiting for you. I'll wait forever for you. A minute waiting for you. Where are you? I cannot find you. I'm waiting for you. Where are you? I cannot find you. Waiting for you. Where are
people of the land? Do we all know we are all a part of the land known as cyberspace land? How is everybody doing on this lovely day in which we are currently all existing? Hopefully all of you are fantastic. I just realized I forgot to turn on my backdrop back here. We gotta fix that. Let's do it live. You know, sometimes you just gotta do it live. You know what I'm saying? What's going on, Will? And I believe I saw a Big Money Bowman in here not too long ago. Don't know how this always happens, that I do a Whatnot stream the same nights you stream. That's deeply unfortunate. It's deeply unfortunate, but hopefully you have a fantastic Whatnot stream and you literally sell everything in your store for double what you're asking. Hopefully that's the case. But yeah, that is deeply unfortunate that we're both streaming at the same time. I know that feel. Brain is fried from 2 days of safety training, but we'll do it live. Exactly that. Let's see. I gotta like put a game on here. I don't even know. Ratty, how's it going? It is so good to see you here on this day. On this lovely day, in which I'm trying to do two things at once and failing miserably. Hopefully I can press this button over here and not think too hard about what I'm doing, although it does seem that I am thinking very hard about what I'm doing. I am very worried that I'm going to literally break everything known to man as I do what I'm doing, but I'm doing it anyway because you got to do it live every once in a while if you know what I'm saying. Oh, this is the right button. This is the right maneuver. I feel it within my person that this is the right maneuver. C64. Yes, I was quite pleased to finally get to use the Commodore 64 in a video, and it's actually interesting. So, what is it called? It's called SynthCart. I believe that's what the software is called. So it basically turns the Commodore 64 into a synth, and you can load up different patches. I mean, you can make your own patch, or you can load up different patches. And well, yeah. I actually, I'm not. So it's kind of weird because there are different keys that you hit. It's the top row of letter keys. Those are like the white keys on a piano, and then some of the number keys are like the black keys on a piano. Some of them, and so it's really strange, kind of just imagining that with a keyboard. So Todd wasn't quite familiar with that, so if you look on the video, Todd actually has some color-coded stickers that he put on the keys in order to be able to function and be able to play that stuff. So, yeah, that happened. But, you know, it's cool. It's great. Frick! Why isn't anything working the way I expect it to? Oh, I hit the wrong button. You know, that'll do it. That'll do it at least 90% of the time. When you hit the wrong button, things stop doing what they're doing. Let's see. What button does this? Is this the button that does this? Todd did in fact nail that. I'll let him know that you said that, Will, and I know that he will be very, very thankful for your kind words. Let's see. Let's what the if Scooby Booty is going on back there. There it is. Okay. Jeez. Good grief. Okay. I don't even know if this is worth it. It's probably not worth it, but sometimes I like to think that things are worth it. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So, I didn't even comment on this, but yeah, so there's a new video that came out this past Saturday. It is a cover of Waiting for You from the Silent Hill 4 soundtrack. It's not actually in the game, but it is on the soundtrack. It also made an appearance in the first Silent Hill movie, and one of the Konami karaoke games. It's in that too. But yeah, so that's been a song that's I've always been a fan of that one. I'm not gonna lie, I have not played Silent Hill 4 yet. I am a total poser in that regard. It's on my list. I haven't even played Silent Hill 3 yet. I've played 1 and 2 and Shattered Memories. I love 1 and 2, and I really, really love Shattered Memories too. But I have not continued on and played number 3 or 4 just yet. But they're on my list. I will get there at some point. I may be retired by the time I get to it, but you know, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? You know? But yeah, I was super excited to finally have the Commodore 64 in a song.
Will has been a member for 15 months. They said, happy 15 months of cyberspace chaos, excessive freaks, and loud pets. For real though, awesome 15 months, man.
Well, I greatly appreciate that 15 months. That is insanity. That's literal insanity. Thank you so much for that, for all of the support. Woo! It means the literal cyberspace universe to me. So mega thank you to you for that. It's amazing. It truly is incredible. And I know Clabot and all the guys are just as thankful for you as I am, even though Clabot doesn't necessarily. I mean, sometimes. I mean that particular time he was kind of thankful, but you know, I mean sometimes he's a little snarky. He's a little snarky bot. Okay, what's happening here? What button am I pressing? Oh, that's right. This is happening here. We indeed have another unboxing. Clabot can, in fact, be moody sometimes. So we got a new one of these boys. You know what I'm saying? A new boy. We're just going to cut to the chase here. And we're going to open it from the bottom. You know what I'm saying? We're going to fling it open from the bottom. I don't know if you saw what this was, but I may have caught a slight glimpse. It's one of the Knuckles. One of the Knuckles. Oh, his head is very large. You gotta love the screw right there in the back of the head. That's how he gets jacked into the Matrix right there. That's actual Sonic 3 lore. You heard it here first. That is actual canon. That's his Matrix hole. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, there's a Knuckles. Why does it focus on everything that I don't want it to? He looks kind of kind of chunky, like kind of not chunky, like really like buff, you know, kind of swole, as he should be. I'm not gonna waste time putting on these decals here, and so you guys can cringe, Junkles. So you guys can cringe. I actually really like the stickers that they have here. There's like some cool stuff here as opposed to just like lightning bolts or whatever for Sonic. You got some cool designs. There's some cool stuff going on there. I appreciate that. Again, I don't really know where the H they go. Maybe on some of these triangle things, but yeah, that's P cool. I believe they are for the wheel. I'm just not entirely sure where they're supposed to go. I wonder if that's just up for interpretation or what. I don't really know. Or if it's for like somewhere in the middle of the wheel. I don't really know. But here we are. Here we are. Love it. Okay. What are we doing today other than opening Happy Meals? I still want to see what the heck this game is all about here. Play like Team Sonic, they say. Knuckles White Roller. So there is another variant of Knuckles that somehow I know all about these McDonald's toys now. I don't know how this happened, but yeah. So this one has a white roller. There's another color of roller. Oh, it's on the box. I'm such a fool. I'm such a fool. A red roller. That's what it is. There's a Knuckles red roller. Last time we got the blue Tails roller. So we don't have the regular Tails roller, the yellow one, and we need the red Knuckles roller. And we got some other cool ones up here that we need. We got to get them all. We got to catch them all. You know what I'm saying? I feel like I need to do a giveaway with these or something. I don't know. I'll think about that. Do you guys even care about giveaways involving McDonald's toys? I don't know what to tell you. If you do, then maybe this is the right place to be. That's all I'm saying. Because I don't know what to do with all these McDonald's toys. But maybe if someone else out there in cyberspace land really, really appreciates the heckin' out of these McDonald's toys, maybe this is your lucky day. I don't know. I'll have to think about that a little bit. But anyway, woo! So, be okay with giveaways involving McDonald's fries. I don't know if they would be in that great of condition by the time they got to you. I don't know. McDonald's fries, I feel like they just don't have that long of a shelf life. Like, they're so good. They're so good immediately. But, like, I've had them literally, like, I don't know, maybe like 2 hours later and, like, reheated them even, like, in an air fryer, which air fryer magic to bring them back. Yeah. Still, they weren't quite. Usually, the air fryer magic saves the day when it comes to fries. Usually, but with McDonald's fries, it doesn't quite bring them back to 100%. Maybe like 85%, but not quite 100. I don't know. It's crazy. What in the? I'm gonna lose my freaking sanity. I forgot that when I hit one button, other things do things when I hit other buttons. It doesn't matter. Nobody cares. Okay, what are we doing today? We are playing a video game. Said video game. Where's my other button? I do not know what I'm doing on this day of the week. Frick! Peck! Okay, we're playing Sonic Origins. So this is basically, for those of you who don't know, it's a Sonic collection. It's several retro Sonic games, all the main Genesis ones, also including some Game Gear ones. But what the plan is over the course of the next several weeks, we're going to play through the Genesis Sonic games. Sonic 1, Sonic 2, or Sonic 1, Sonic CD, Sonic 2, Sonic 3, and Sonic & Knuckles. So that'll be happening. And we'll be making our way through those. So what these aren't just straight up, like, emulation, whatever, exactly how the games were. There's actually some additional, like, different cutscenes. So what we're going to do is we're going to play the kind of story mode. So essentially what has happened is they have stitched all of the games together, adding little cutscenes to stitch them together, and they, you know, they made some changes here and there. Look at all that. Look at all this cool stuff. Made some changes here and there. They made the games widescreen, and yeah. So there are definitely some differences. So I'm looking forward to seeing. I'm a nerd about this kind of stuff. I always love to see when games come out on different platforms, how different they are. And TBH, I'm always looking for an excuse to play more Sonic Genesis games. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. There's that whole thing. These are all of the video games we're playing in January of this month. Speaking of January, Happy New Year to everybody out there in cyberspace land. I think we probably surpassed the day of the year where you're allowed to say that. I think at some point it's like illegal to say Happy New Year once you hit a certain day. Happy Woo Year. Exactly. Some Metal Sonic, the best character in Sonic, period. Just saying. Oh, you got some Japanese artwork. Man. So this is the European artwork for those. Of course, it says it right there. And then the Japanese artwork, it just looks so cool. Where's my button? Oh frick! I almost ended the stream. It's like, I just love the way the Japanese artwork looks. I don't know. It just looks like a party. It just looks like a party in your brain. A party all over your eyes and into your brain. You know, it's good. It's great. I love that. Got some Game Gear stuff. We were discussing this last week. Actually, Sonic Spinball on Game Gear is on this collection, so maybe we can, if we have time, one of these streams, I definitely want to just check that out and see how it is. But we discussed how, and it's interesting, the design for Dr. Robotnik on Sonic Spinball on Game Gear is... It's actually based on the, what you call it? The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, whatever the official name of the. It's more of a lighthearted. So in the early '90s, there were two Sonic cartoons. There was one that was more serious, which is the one that I like better, called. Everyone calls it Sonic Sat AM because it was a Saturday morning cartoon. Ultimately, it got absolutely eviscerated by Power Rangers, which came on at the same time. So anyway, but this design of Robotnik is based on the other Sonic series, The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog, which is more of like a kind of lighthearted, like Looney Tunes. Not really Looney Tunes. Well, I guess you could kind of. It's just more lighthearted. Approach to Sonic versus the Sat AM cartoon, which is a little more serious. But yeah, so for whatever reason, they did not use. This was the way that Dr. Robotnik looked in the original series, and but for some reason in the artwork for Sonic Spinball on the Game Gear, they used this from the Looney Tunes kind of Sonic show. So I don't know what was up with that. And also on the Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine. I don't know. It's whack. It's whack the way they did this stuff. I don't know what to tell you. And we got different reversible artwork. I forgot that was a thing. This is specifically for this game. What do I have? What do I have going on here? We got the Genesis one. That's pretty cool. Look at that. Collection with an attitude. You know what I'm saying? That's actually pretty cool. Got Amy holding. I'm just going to envision in my mind that's Sonic CD there. And then Sonic's holding the Genesis. Tails is holding a Game Gear, and Knuckles is holding Sonic and Knuckles with Sonic 3 locked on. So that's pretty cool. And then the back, yeah, this is kind of based off of like the Sonic 2 artwork. But yeah, so that's super cool. I didn't even look at the back here. Okay, cool stuff. Okay, so let me put this back together. and we'll dive in here. We're gonna play some. We're gonna play some Sonic 1. Over the years, I have. This is gonna sound harsh. I don't mean it in a harsh way. I've liked Sonic 1 less and less. I mean, I don't hate it, and I don't dislike it. I mean, I still like it, but of the different games that we're going to be playing tonight or this month, Sonic 1 is definitely my least favorite one. But yeah, so we're playing that today, and they've added a few things to it, and we can talk through a little bit of what all they've added as we play it, because I'm sure there's going to be all kinds of things that I'm going to be nerding out about for literally no reason. Also, tonight, my wife gifted me this for Christmas. This is an anniversary PS5 controller. So it is literally just a PS5 DualSense controller, but themed after the PS1. Look at that, with the colored this and the colored that. And the gray hootie hotties that you grab with your hands. Look at all that. It's good stuff. And then it says PlayStation was born 30 years ago right there. Look at that. That's exactly what that says. I will translate that for you. I love that. Okay. Let's hurl ourselves into this video game. And I'm sure I'm going to be blabbing on forever about whatever nonsense is happening. 30 years ago, indeed. Frick, indeed. Okay. All right. What are we doing here? Oh, yeah.
On December 30th, 2024, MichaelK said, I just need to get back up in there.
I'm very familiar with that exact moment from last week. Yeah. Which, for those of you who missed the end of the stream, we did beat Sonic Spinball. I only almost lost my sanity once. There was one time when I almost lost my sanity. Actually, a fungus. Hello! Welcome. It is so good to see you here today. I almost lost my sanity once, but 0 controllers were broken during that stream. I would just like everybody to know 0 controllers were broken. So that's great. It was 9 when the PS1 came out. Woo! Woo! Yeah. Okay. What am I doing? This is what I'm doing. Can I start a new one? Yes, okay. This obviously is added and was not on the Genesis. So good. Frick, this animation's so good. The boss theme music in this game is so metal. It's so metal. In a not metal way. If that makes any sense whatsoever. What the frick? Why am I playing as Knuckles? That's not what I wanted! Oh. It just has that. Last night I was testing this to make sure everything was working, and I picked Knuckles, so I guess that's why it says it. Whatever. Doesn't matter. Yeah, Fungus, thank you for suggesting that. We literally could not have done it without you, so thank you for that. 'Cause I didn't even know that was a thing, so yeah. Oh, we do have the drop dash in this. That's great. So the drop dash, for those of you who do not know, is when you jump, and then you press jump again, and you hold down the button so that when you land, you go dashing off like that. This was introduced in Sonic Mania, and this was something that I did not... when I first learned about it, I was like, psh, I'm never going to use that. And, like, it has literally become a staple. In every single one of these, like, retro kind of Sonic games, I need it in my life, and when it's not there, I'm very upset. What is going on, Miller Time? How are you doing? I wonder... I just want to test something here. Ah, okay. So Sonic 1 is the only Sonic game that I know, or the only Genesis Sonic game. I can't speak for the only one in existence, but the only Genesis Sonic game where if you land on spikes and you fly back into more spikes, you will die because you don't have rings and you hit the spikes and you die. None of the other Genesis Sonic games do that. Actually, I don't know if Sonic CD does that, now that I say that. I don't think it does that. But definitely not 2, 3, or N Knuckles. Georgie, how's it going? I have not checked out the demo for Galactic, but I'm definitely looking forward to checking that out. It looks quite excellent. It looks quite excellent, and I'm definitely looking forward to playing that. So yeah, I'm probably not going to play it on stream until the final version of the game comes out. I definitely want to play it on stream when the frickin' mother of pearl and ShamWow and all of this. Okay, this is probably not going to end very well. Son. Okay, I'm not in the mental state to be playing this bonus stage right now. Stop spinning around. But anyway, when Galactic finally comes out, I definitely want to play that on stream, but I probably will just play the demo for myself. But I definitely want to check it out because it looks quite good, and that it has so many great little details in it. Quite fantastic. Jose, how's it going? Missed the MJ tracks in Sonic 3. Yeah, I am quite partial to the to all that stuff, and we'll talk about that more when we get to Sonic 3. I will have a lot to say about that, but yeah, I actually made a video about some of that. I know that, you know, everybody and their mother and cousin has talked about that online. Whoa, okay. But I made another video talking about like samples that they used in the game, and it was actually pretty interesting how where some of the different samples came from and how they added them to the game, like the go and all that kind of stuff. That everybody just kind of always assumed was Michael Jackson saying go for some. I mean I did too, but it's not. Jam. Yo. Whoop. Oh frick, oh frick, oh frick. Oh no! That was really dumb. So, for those of you who don't know, again, I'm always drinking like hot water here to kind of like ease my vocal cords and all the things. Today, this really tastes like, so earlier today I used this exact cup for coffee. So this just kind of tastes like I'm drinking insanely watered down coffee right now. It's actually pretty gnarly, I'm not gonna lie. But it'll get the job done, you know what I'm saying? Plays like Sonic Mania and Sonic and the Lost Stars had a dumpster baby. I have not played Sonic and the Lost Stars. That I believe that's on my list. I have a few Sonic fan games on my list. Some older ones. Last year we played through. I think it was last year. Or maybe it was the year before. We played through Sonic Time Twisted. I actually think that was the year before. I don't remember. Time is weird. I've become totally disconnected from time in my life. It's kind of strange. What did we play? Oh, we played Sonic Triple Trouble 16-bit. We played that last fall, I think. I did rinse the cup, but apparently I did not rinse the cup well enough. So there's that. I like how much quicker this game feels. Side note, it does have Sonic 1 does have like some slowdown here and there in it, and bro, with the drop dash, this is quite nice. I'm going to let you guys hear a song that my old band did. So I've talked about this before, but I used to be in a video game metal band, and we would do basically what we would do is we would do metal covers. It was kind of power metal, progressive metal, all rolled into one, like just general metal. I don't know, like all kinds of stuff. But we would do covers of many different songs within one song, and then have lyrics in there. So, and then original lyrics. The lyrics were just kind of their own thing, so they weren't really like based on the games or anything like that. So if somebody did not know that this was video game music, they would have no idea that it was video game music. So anyway, there's one song that we did with the boss music from Sonic 1, and I just I played drums in this band, and it is literally one of the fastest freaking things that I have ever done live before. Like it was just flat out stupid how fast and how many notes were in this song from a drum perspective. And it was like, yeah, it was like the last song we would like close with this song, and it was insanity. So I'll let you guys hear that song at some point here once we maybe take a break or something. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, yeah. What was I talking about before I went on that tangent? Oh, the other games, other fan games. So, we also played. This was a few years ago. I believe it was in the first iteration of the live stream. We played Sonic Robo Blast 2, which is it's like a 3D Sonic game that's based on Doom. There was actually a version of this released that runs on an like actual 32X hardware. So the 32X is an add-on for the Sega Genesis that it kind of bumps up the graphics a little bit. Gives it some 32-bit, some 3D capabilities and stuff, but it's Sonic 3D or Sonic Robo Blast 2 running on actual 32X hardware, which is freaking amazing to me. I just love that kind of stuff. And like it actually runs pretty well from what I've seen. I believe it's done. I don't think it's just a demo. I'm pretty sure it's done. So yeah, I think that would actually be pretty cool to play that on stream at some point. There's like a synth in that goal music that is like a little louder than it was in the original. Can't relate. I have a shake or tumbler for all my non-coffee drinks. Yeah, here's the thing. I normally do have several. Like I have 2 different ones that I use, and it just so happened that today the other one is buried in the bottom of the sink, and I'm sure it has the Mushroom Kingdom growing in it, and so I didn't want to deal with that, and yeah, all that stuff. So I just grabbed the one I used today and call it a day. So, yeah. Oh, it's just a demo. Okay. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to playing that. So yeah, we'll definitely play that on the stream once that gets wrapped up. I love that stuff so much. The different ports and things, like people porting games to hardware that, you know, has no business being there. Like somebody recently, this came out like I think like over the weekend or something. Somebody ported Grand Theft Auto 3 on the PS2 to the Dreamcast. That's freaking amazing. It's amazing. Jose, are you into the Sonic fan game scene? I used to be. I used to dabble. I was making a Sonic fan game called Sonic Kilobyte. I don't know why the heck I called it that, but that is what the game was called. It was kind of, I was making this around the time Sonic Adventure 2 came out, but I did not finish it, unfortunately. I got busy with band and music and a girlfriend, you know, all the things like that, and I just stopped everything I was doing. It was a sad time of my life because I didn't. I played a lot of music, which was great. That was fantastic. But I did not play a lot of games around that time. I guess this was a few years after. Wait, when did? Yeah, this was a few years after Sonic Adventure 2 came out. But yeah. But yeah, that being said, I have not really been. I see the headlines. So when something cool comes out, I'm definitely all aboard the hype train. But yeah, am I a developer? I used to be a software developer. I'm now an audio engineer. But I used to be a software developer, and that kind of stemmed from the I just did like game stuff on my own when I was younger, like in high school and that kind of thing. Yeah, My Life in Gaming, for those of you who are familiar with them, they did a live stream on Sunday they played Corey on there played Grand Theft Auto 3 on Dreamcast for, I don't know, maybe like an hour or something. I mean, it does have some slowdown here and there, but like it's pretty impressive. Yeah, no! I'm really terrible. Oh, I forgot that they did this. What a blessing from the heavens. Okay, all right, I'm in for that. Because I am not good at this bonus stage at all. Where's the foolish emerald? It's not that way, it's not that way. By the way, this runs so much better here as opposed to the Genesis version. Is pretty jumpy. This is like very smooth. Frick. Dadgummit, do not you dare. I am going to grab this Chaos Emerald so hard with my fingers. My little hedgehog fingers. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wait, where am I going? Am I going this way? Oh, it's that way. It's fine, because your boy got some coins. Big, meaty hedge mitts indeed. Okay, put me in. Dadgummit. Wow, I feel like this is like actually more difficult with the higher, like this running at a better frame rate for some reason. Playing this in the 90s made my brain feel like I made it see chaos things, even though now my tired brain feels a little chaotic watching this. I understand. I understand. I know somebody said they had some issues getting it to boot with something. I know Corey used the Terra Onion mode on his, and it ran fine. but somebody in the chat was saying they had some issues. I don't know if it was a GDMU or what. That's as G-rated as I plan on explaining that too. I understand. I can read between the lines. You know what I'm saying? Ton of translations and hacks that came out as of late. Yeah, I got why do I always forget the name of this game? Xenocrisis. We played that on the Genesis about a year ago, I think. It's kind of like an over-the-top shooter, like twin-stick shooter, even though you don't necessarily have two sticks. Super, super cool game on the Genesis, but they've ported that to several other systems. I got the Dreamcast version, and I want to play that with I have the Saturn twin sticks. The Dreamcast version is compatible with the twin sticks. So the Saturn twin sticks, I have the converter that converts the Saturn twin sticks to the Dreamcast to use the twin sticks on there. So basically you use the left stick to move around and the right stick to fire in a direction. $50 wine. Hello. How are you doing today? H indeed. My thoughts precisely, frequently, especially last week while playing Sonic freaking Spinball. This one does have edge animations, yes. I think there's just one, right? Yeah, there's just one. Just that one. Whoop! I don't know why did I do that? Oh yeah, by the way, the spin dash is in this, which the spin dash is not in the original Sonic 1, if you did not know. Unless you play it on the Saturn, it is in that version. Whoop. Yeah, Fungus. Typically, I do that kind of thing, but yeah, sometimes I get a little carried away, you know. Whoa, okay. You did not know what? About the spin dash? Okay. Tweedle deedle 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 deedle. Yeah. So the Saturn version is interesting. The Sonic Jam on the Saturn, it's a compilation like this, but it has Sonic 1, Sonic 2, and Sonic 3 and Knuckles. It has Sonic and Knuckles separate, and then you can lock on the different Sonic 1, 2, or 3, and it behaves how it would with Genesis hardware, which is super cool. But the cool thing about it is those games are not emulation. They're actually ports of those games, and so things behave differently. It sounds very different because everything is sampled. I'm assuming from Genesis hardware or whatever. But there are different. There's like easy mode that you can play in the different games that makes the games easier. You can turn spin dash off and on in Sonic 1, and I think it's original mode. I think it's called original mode. It plays just like it does on the Genesis, and then there's like a normal mode that plays. They made it's like a little bit easier than the Genesis version. There are just like certain things that they've taken out, and I can't really name anything off the top of my head, but like it's the only thing I remember is in Sonic 3, the Barrel of Doom, that whole situation, that is taken out of the Saturn version unless you play the original version. Yeah, the original mode, if that makes sense. Oh, get out of here. Okay. Oh, yeah. Whoop. Do, 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 do. It was interesting because I forgot where I read this, but Knights came out. Knights was made by Sonic Team, and there was not like a actual mainline Sonic game on the Saturn, as many of you know. At the beginning of the Saturn's life, I mean, arguably never really was, but yeah. So they, this song sounds different to me. There's some different mixing aspect of it. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, what the heck was I talking about? Oh, Knights. So when there are, I cannot remember the context of this, but there were people, there were kids that played Knights that did not know who Sonic was, and because there was no Sonic game at the time on the Saturn, and so that's why they started working on Sonic Jam, porting the Genesis games over there, so kids would know who the heck this guy is, because they didn't. I think this was just in Japan, though. Maybe? I believe. I don't know. I've totally butchered the whole story. Just forget that I said anything. Fungus, I 100% did the exact same thing. I had no idea what to do, and I stopped playing it. The only reason I figured out what to do was because I read in Sega Visions what you're supposed to do. So, yeah. And anybody in chat who does not know what we're talking about, there is this part in Sonic 3, this part in Sonic 3 where you're trapped in a room. Monkey Doodle, hello! How are you doing? I almost fell off my chair when I was reaching for my mouse to click on this stream. Well, I'm glad that you survived the click and that you're still with us. So we're super glad to have you. So there's this room in Carnival Night Zone in Sonic 3 that it locks you in this room and you cannot do anything. And there's a barrel in it, this like kind of like clown looking barrel thing. And I mean, it's kind of like a similar kind of behavior to this platform here. When you jump on it, it kind of moves up and down a little bit. But what they don't tell you, this is not explained anywhere. Nowhere is this explained. You have to press up and down on the D-pad to make this thing go up and down further and further and further until finally you're able to clear out of the room. And it's just like, it's this mechanic that is explained absolutely nowhere. And it's like, what? How is anybody supposed to know that? Oh, yeah, yeah! That was great. That was lovely. Put me in here, coach. Whoop. Yeah, da diddly do. I should have gotten some more rings. This song is fire, though, man. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Whoa. Alrighty then. Why am I chaos? Why am I chaos? Wah! That was fine. That was totally fine. Yep, great. Super duper indeed. Sometimes I just get a little too fast. You know, I take the gotta go fast thing to heart, and I go a little too fast without thinking. If any of you have never watched me play a Sonic game before, I tend to be a little reckless with rings. just because I know that I'm going to get them back, except for now, obviously. I've made a bad decision. There, okay. I get a little reckless with rings sometimes and just start plowing through things like actual chaos. It may stress some of you out. Frick. Okay. That was almost a bad situation. I really want these rings down here as well as that bubble, but whatever. It's fine. CPU. Yep. I knew that was going to happen, but I did it anyway. Whoop. It's Spinball without all the frustration. Oh. Man. As difficult as Sonic Spinball is, and there are some things that, you know, you could argue has a little bit of jank, to it, but like I actually really enjoy that game for what it is. Once you know how to play it. Frick, I didn't get a Chaos Emerald here either. Cha-cha-ching, yeah. My toes are cold. I should have worn more socks. Because frick. It is chilly. You know what I'm saying? Yep. I keep forgetting that I need to pay attention to how many rings I have before I clear the level, but again, I'm in the business of going fast instead of thinking, so, you know, that whole thing. So here's a childhood story. Sonic 1, specifically Sonic 1. Okay, this is so stupid. Sonic 1 actually makes me think of I have a lot of nostalgia for Sonic 1, even though, you know, it's not necessarily a Sonic game that I like returning to a whole lot as an adult. Frick, you fools! Get out of here. I do have a lot of nostalgia for Sonic 1 because I played it a lot when I was really young. And so the first time I got grounded as a kid was from Sonic 1. And so here's what I did. This is so friggin' dumb. I don't know. I do not know why. I don't know why, okay? Let me just preface all of this by saying I do not know why. So, it was conveniently, like, speaking of being cold and all the ice and snow and all that stuff, the bed of my dad's truck was a sheet of ice, okay? It was just a sheet of ice. And so there was a bunch of used oil in the back of the truck, and I don't know why. I don't know why, but I was wearing white sweat attire. So I was wearing white sweatpants and a white sweatshirt, okay? And I want to say that like I was off from school or something because of the snow, and so I was playing outside in the snow or whatever. And I look in the bed of the truck, and it's a sheet of ice. And then I saw these containers of used oil. So, you know, if you change your own oil, typically you empty the oil into little containers, and then you take the containers to AutoZone or something to dispose of the oil. And most people who do this just wait forever, and they wind up with a bazillion cartons of used oil that they need to take to AutoZone. That's a whole different conversation. But there were a few containers of used oil in the bed of the truck, and so in my young age, I thought, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take that container of used oil and I'm going to slam it into this ice as hard as I can to break the ice. And it's going to be really neat. And we're all going to benefit from how neat this is. And so a guy took a container of used oil, and I didn't really like slam it. I just kind of like dropped it with force. Okay, I dropped it with force. Gave it a little you know, into the ice. And I mean, exactly what you think happened. The used black motor oil exploded all over me and my white sweat attire. Frick. And yeah. So I proceeded to go inside, and I was covered from head to toe. I mean, it was like a 5-quart container. I was covered head to toe in used oil. And so, yeah, I got I got grounded for that. And this is actually the first time that I got grounded as a wee lad. I'm not killing him fast enough. This is not working out for me. And so, yeah, that's a thing. But the punishment for getting grounded, I had options. My mother gave me options, okay? That weekend, I was supposed to go to... This is such a 90s thing. I was supposed to go to Discovery Zone. DZ, Discovery Zone. Where every 90s kid got hurt and hurt another child at least once. In the ball pit, usually. It was either... I was supposed to go there with my sister and my friend. So the punishment was either I did not get to go to Discovery Zone that weekend, or I could not play Sonic 1 for a week. And I chose to not play Sonic 1 for a week. And, you know, it was difficult. It was a difficult adjustment to not play Sonic 1 for a whole week, because I was playing it a ton at that point in time. But yeah. I vividly remember I was playing Spring Yard Zone when I came to this, when my mother presented me with this with this opportunity, and I turned it off when I was in Spring Yard Zone. I was like, okay, I'm just not going to go to Discovery Zone this weekend. I bailed out of Spring Yard Zone in favor of Discovery Zone. So yeah. I don't even think the oil got like all over my face. Maybe it did. I don't really remember it being all over my face. I just remember it just covering my body. My white sweat attire became black. E102 Gamer, how is it going? Are there any old Sonic abilities or items you wish would come back, like Fire Bubble, Lightning Shield, and Super Peel Out? I have always been a big fan, for no reason whatsoever, of the Super Peel Out from Sonic CD, the figure 8. I've always loved that, the figure 8 stuff. Yeah, nowadays, I don't know, it's a little... It doesn't really matter with some of the stuff that you can do now, like with the drop dash and all that stuff. But yeah, I've always loved that. I do, you know. I mean, let me think about that a little bit though. I feel like there's got to be. I never really cared about the shield from Sonic 3. The you know, the whatever, the water shield or whatever it's called. Not the, you know, where you what you call it? You hit jump again, you do the whatever the heck that's called. Emmanuel, how's it going? Welcome. I'm gonna get all oh frick. Don't be stressed. Don't be stressed, we're gonna make it. It's fine, we're fine. So this is the Sonic Origins game I've heard about. Quite not. Yes. Yes, it is indeed. It is indeed. Where's my mouse cursor? I need to catch up on chat. What the frick? Oh. It's on the wrong computer. That'll do it. That'll do the hootie hottie, you know what I'm saying? Okay, what did you say? Discovery Zone. Discovery Zone was one of those places that I always wanted to go, but never could. Don't remember. Yeah, I'm pretty sure... I don't really remember going more than once, honestly. I think I may have gone twice, but I think I only went once this one time that I know of. Trying to think if there are any other old Sonic abilities or anything. Definitely, I do miss the fire bubble. That was a cool one. Yeah, I'll think about that a little bit. Let me think about that a little bit. Oh, I was not even looking at what the heck I was doing. Freaking reading chat like a rookie. Didn't even know Sonic Origins was retro for some reason. I always had Origins and Generations in the same boat. Yeah. Yeah, it's... Emmanuel, basically what it is they've taken the Genesis Sonic games and they stitched them together with cutscenes, like animated cutscenes, like basically similar to the ones that are in Sonic Mania, just kind of connecting the different games together. And they've added like some different missions and different things that you can do. But we're just kind of playing through the story mode. Definitely not going to get all the Chaos Emeralds in this freaking first game here, because I did rookie decisions. Just made rookie maneuvers. Do. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, do. Shika do. Okay! Thanks for that, sir. That was very helpful. Drowning with that music in Sonic games is scarier than every horror game ever made. Not wrong. No. This level is basically just out to murder you. That's really all it is. Like you hit a button, or you walk across the ground in a certain spot, and then suddenly the ground throws you into the ceiling where there are spikes, and you decease fully, and that's the end. Oh, suddenly a spiked ball, a mace, if you will. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Put me up here, put me up there. Why? Why am I such a rookie? Why? Why am I the way that I am? I wonder. I oftentimes wonder that. I actually think the boss of this particular zone is like one of the harder ones in this game. The last time I played this game, I played what's it called? It's a ROM hack called Sonic Classic Heroes. So you have Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles, and you play through Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles. And I remember playing this and having a little difficulty with that boss. Are you guys stressed? Are you guys stressed? Ah! I knew it was gonna be fine. I was not worried for a nanosecond. Yeah, da. Whoop. Whoa, chill out with your spiked balls, sir. Don't you murder me. Dead gummit, you freaking wall statue. Okay, yep. Oh, he shot quicker than I was expecting. This is great. This is phenomenal. Ya-da-da-da. Okay. Dadgummit. Okay. Ah! Advanced maneuvers, you know what I'm saying? Whoop. Yep. I'm working on it. Calm yourself. All right. This is great. We are making great progress with all the Chaos Emeralds in this video game. Cha-cha-ching. We have 18 coins that we could be using to get Chaos Emeralds, but we're not. I'm assuming this game probably has some fantastic ending if you get every Chaos Emerald in every video game. I'm assuming that's a thing. Yeah, da da da. Oh, oh. Yeah, this level is very violent. Very violent against blue hedgehogs. Yeah. Give me one of those bubbles, please. I remember when I was a kid thinking that I could breathe forever underwater as long as I could find some bubbles like Sonic, like that, you know? I don't think I ever actually attempted to inhale bubbly water underneath water while swimming, but I don't know. I did some dumb things as a wee lad, you know what I'm saying? Come on now. Don't you do that. Where's the button? It's got to be a big bubble. That makes sense. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Yeah, dun, dun, dun. Why? Why did I allow that to happen? Okay. Whoop. Get out of my way. Thanks. Enjoy. I will take one of these bubbles, though. Thanks. Enjoy. Whoop. Ah. So mad at me because I'm alive and you're deceased. Ya-da-da-da. Whoop. Yes, no. Yes, no. Oh, I did not have the patience required to get that. I got that one, though. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Whoa, okay. Oh, look at all these spikes. Conveniently placed spikes to do a death of the life. See, I thought I was going to have 50 rings this time around, but here we are. Ugh. Ugh. Oh, frick. I hit a button. It's fine. Everything is fine here. No, 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 no. Everything is totally fine. Whoop. Got him. Look at that. I hit the button. Oh, okay, and then I just didn't jump in the dingleberry. Whoop. One time I saw a hedgehog crossing the road while I was getting ice cream from an ice cream truck. Are we broken into the wall? Man, what's getting exhausted? That's quite. That would be quite a sight to behold. How are you going to out of the and into lungs? Are you going to carefully? I do not know what you're asking me. E102. Yeah, da, da, da. In the Sonic 1 manual, it says something along the lines of, if things out of the ordinary happen or you get stuck, it's one of Dr. Robotnik's dastardly traps. I did not know that. It's been a long time since I've looked at the original manual. Do I have it here? I was taking pictures for the thumbnail of the stream. Look at that, look at that. Taking, what the freaking Scooby-Doos. Apparently I'm breaking stuff left and right here. I do not know literally why. There it is. I was taking pictures for thumbnails. And I have my original... This is my original game. My original Sonic T Hedgehog. So, let's see. Let's see where it says that. Dr. Ivo Robotnik, the mad scientist, is snatching innocent animals and turning them into evil robots. Only one tough dude can put an end to the demented scientist's fiendish scheme. It's Sonic, the real cool hedgehog, and the spiked haircut and power sneakers that give him super speed. Helps. Are you gonna focus? There you go. Help Sonic fight hordes of metal maniacs and do the loop with the supersonic spin attack. Speed down twisting tunnels and swing over dangerous booby traps, leap across lava pits and dodge burning rocks. And then splash through the chilling waters in an underground cavern. And if you're lucky, you can warp to the secret zone where you spin around in a floating maze. Your greatest challenge lurks in the secret lab where you come face to face with Dr. Robotnik himself. Spin through space, loot till you're dizzy, and save the animals and become the superhero. Be Sonic, be atomic. The wording of this manual is kind of extra. Your goal is to rescue your friends from the nasty grasp of the demented scientist, Dr. Robot. It's like they're trying to sell this game over and over again in the manual. Staying alive will be tough. And they said it here first, folks. You come across a lampposts in every zone. You know, I don't... Now that we're doing this, I don't know that I've ever actually... I mean, I'm sure I have at some point in time when I was a child, looked through this manual, but it's been a hot minute. Bounce on springboards, but not on spikes. Ouch. Leap across pools of red-hot lava and shifting islands. Then find the way to the underground palace where massive weights and flying balls of fire block your path. Gotta watch out for the balls of fire. Jump from springs and bounce off bumpers as if you're in a real pinball machine. Look at that. Explore an intricate maze filled with water. A count up against to let you know when you are running out of oxygen. Breathing in air bubbles keeps you from drowning. Look, they tell you that right there. That's good. I didn't realize that they told you that in the manual. That's good. So we got 2 more zones after this, for those of you who do not know. No spoilers, though. No spoilers. Let's see where it says traps. Whatever. I always liked Burrowbot as a kid. I thought he looked cool. I liked the design, like with his hat that he has on there. Watch the traps to see how they move. You'll have a better chance of dodging or escaping them. You might even try to burrow through them. Super cool, though. Anyway. This is the exact cartridge I got grounded from when I was a child. It's just a sad situation. But we did the thing. Anyway. Okay. Moved my space heater to try and heat my toes up. But now I'm too hot. I can't make up my mind. It's a real problem. Anyway. Whoa. Ha! Ah. Whoa. Whoa! Okay. Yep. Doing the thing. Kind of wish Metal Sonic was playable. Most of his rivals are playable, but Metal Sonic. Yeah, I fully agree with that. I fully support that. Metal Sonic is playable in Sonic R. And I quite enjoy playing as Metal Sonic in Sonic R. But not here. Do that. Okay. Actually, don't remember exactly where I'm going. Frick. Definitely not that way, though. Woo! Meant to do that. Totes meant to do that. That would have been a cool thing to get up there, I suppose, but whatever. Oh, it's a Sonic 3 manual. Okay. We will... I actually have all of the games sitting here right now. Because I was taking pictures for all the thumbnails. Diabolical traps. You know, actually, now that you say that, that does sound really familiar with Sonic 3. Yeah. Oh, frick. It's fine. You don't scare me, drowning timer. I've heard several people that are not really into Sonic games say that Sonic 1 is actually their favorite. And I can definitely, like, see people who don't really like Sonic games as much, how this would be their favorite, because it's definitely, like, way more platformy, you know, than any of the
On
other ones.
August 20th, 2024, MichaelK said, "Stop shooting these TikTok symbols at me."
What the heck was that? I do not remember that at all. Ah! It's fine. Everything is fine. Sometimes you gotta reverse the flow, you know what I'm saying? I vaguely remember saying that, but I do not remember the context at all. You beehole. Ah! Okay! Great. Super duper. Sometimes you just have to get better, you know? Stop sucking like a fool. He's never taken swimming lessons, indeed. Gravity Circuit Part 2. Was that a boss that did that? Oh, frick, I don't have any stupid rings. Oh, this is how I die every time! Great. Rest in peace, us. Bro, the timpani sound is so good in this. I love that sound. Don't you do that, water. Get away from me. This is why it's freaking hard, is because there are no rings in this area. And so if you die, all you get is this shield. I need to make a song with some sounds from this song in it, because dadgum. Get out of here, you fool. Greatest weapon against Sonic Water, and yet he never uses it, right? I bet you the easier version in Sonic Jam has rings there. I'm willing to bet that is a difference. I think this maybe has like some kind of easy mode or something that you can do. They probably put rings there too. This level's cool because you die when you go fast. I was just about to say, the game is gone. What the frick? Bruh. Come on now. Don't you freaking do this. Na, 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 na. I wonder, hang on. Just Elgato things, it's fine. Oh, let me just restart some stuff. It's fine. Everything is fine. There we go. There she blows. You know what I'm saying? Frick. Now I'm hot. I can't make up my lifestyle, you know? Okay. My apologies. I do not know what the heck just happened. All I know is once I plugged in my space heater over here, everything started breaking before my eyes, so clearly I need to undo that. So, undo. I will freeze to death. This room, once it gets cold outside, there's so much static electricity up here, it's insanity. Boom, Tails, and the Sonic Squad. Hello, how's it going? Yeah, yeah. Ah! Woo! Get out of here with that fire. No, 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 no. Streamers don't deserve heat until they have 1 mil subs. I think that's a pretty good goal. Whoop! Whoop-ah! What do we have here? We're some ring monitors. I have indeed seen Sonic 1, 2, and 3, the movie. Whoop. Frick. This is gonna be sun. Yeah, we're definitely not getting all the Chaos Emeralds. It's not happening. I don't think it would have been possible anyway, with where we are, but whatever. Here's a little factoid. Let's see, when did I start doing this? I don't know. At some point last year, I started doing this early last year. I can pretty confidently say that most of the songs that I made last year in 2024. So I do this thing a lot of times where at the beginning of, in like a really big moment at the beginning of a chord change, it's kind of like an accent. I have this like kind of bell sound that I play. So it'll be, it's like a mixture of like a, it's kind of like a glockenspiel kind of thing, but mixing that with the Starlight Zone, the instrument playing the melody here. So yeah, I use that quite a bit, pretty like literally in every song that I do. This sound is in every song. I like the way that the rings kind of fade away in this. It's a nice little upgraded detail. Oh. Sweet. Yeah, I don't know why there's so many fireball shooters here, but you know, they should probably take those out. They're kind of dangerous to the general civilians. It's a little aggressive. I mean, it does kind of look like the city is under construction, so I don't know. Well, should go on that way, whatever. These freaking fans. Well, that didn't work. Sweet, riveting tail, amazing. Get out of here, you fool. Oh, what is a guy doing? Give me that. Whoop. Michael hates fans. Hilarious. I'm surrounded by fans. They're everywhere. They're freaking everywhere. Whoop. Got him. Oh, getting going too fast. I don't trust anything. Especially in this first game, I trust nothing. What? Where are we going? Gotta love some physics. Ah, why would you jump into that, you fool? Mother. Put me in. Okay. Ah! Oh, I'm sure this is gonna. Oh my god. It's great. That's fine. That's fine. I deserved that. I totally deserved that. Ah! Sometimes I get a little too cocky, you know what I'm saying? Whoa! Okay. Forgot that happened. Shh. Okay. Okay. I'm like not even paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm literally just like reading chat while having 0 rings and fighting an evil scientist. Get it together, sir. Get it together. Yeah, that do. Whoop. Bro, just the sound of this song is so good. It's so freaking good. Cyberspace, I've said this before, and I will say it again. I will say this repeatedly. If you are composing for a video game and the boss music does not melt my face off, you have failed. You have failed your mission. Why won't you decease? Okay. Oh. Whoop. Yeah, da, da, da. Yeah. Right in the kisser. Okay. All right. Done did the do, you know what I'm saying? This song's pretty good too. Oh, I love how smooth those doors are in this. That's quite fantastic. On the Genesis, they're not quite that smooth. And this rotatey thingy. I appreciate that. I have, in fact, played Sonic Frontiers, including all the DLC and everything. Why did I do that? My thumb failed to do a jumping. Son, what the freaking heck? Why? Sometimes you gotta pay attention, you know? Why would I do this? Why would I go that way? That was not... Put me higher. Can you take me higher? Okay. Alright. And we're good. Yeah, I quite enjoyed Sonic Frontiers. Funny enough, though, I think in Sonic Frontiers I enjoyed the like, you know, the hub world much more than the cyberspace stages. I loved the way that the hub world was controlled and like all the different things you could do in that. I need a full game that kind of feels more like that. I don't know, it kind of seems like that's the goal, is they're gonna keep going in that direction. So we'll see what happens. Son, frick, peck. Yeah, I quite enjoyed it, and I feel like it controlled very well. Honestly, when I first played it, the first thing I thought was, holy crap, I despise it. That when you stop moving forward, you know, when you let go of the thumbstick, Sonic has zero momentum and he just stops immediately. I hated that at first, but very quickly I got used to that, and it makes like so much sense with like all the platforming and stuff. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? Literally, why would you do that? And actually, in an update, I think it was, pretty sure it was an update. I don't think it was stock, but they made it where you can tweak like literally everything about the way that he controls, and I think that was such a smart move, because so many people, they like, oh, I don't like that, you know, he controls like this, and I want it to do this, and whatever, and like basically they give you freedom to make Sonic control however you want him to control in the game, and I think that was a mega smart move. That has forever been a complaint with 3D Sonic games, is somebody doesn't like the way that it controls. Other people do, some people don't. You know, so just saying, you know what? Whatever. Make him control however you want him to control. Makes a whole lot of sense. do, 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 do. Na, 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 na. Okay, yeah, I couldn't remember. I knew that there were some from the start. But I do remember at some point it was like literally everything you could think of is an option in there. I wish they would release it, another version of it with all the DLC and everything on the disc, just because I'm psychotic and like to collect things like that. Get on out of here. Yo, whoa, whoa. Freaking. Huh.
Hi, I'm Captain America. Here to talk to you about one of the most valuable traits a soldier or student can have. Patience.
I appreciate that, Cap. I truly appreciate that little reminder there. It's important. It's important. Now that I have no rings, it is a little more important than it was previously. Can I go this way? Whoop. Whoop. Boop-doot-doot-doot-doot. Bro, The music in this game is so good. It's like, it's so different. It's so different from all of the other Sonic games, but like it has just more of a like, I don't know, just like a heavier, I don't know how to describe it. It's not quite as like upbeat and heavy. It's kind of like, it grooves a little more. It has more, I don't know. More chunk in a good way. I don't know what I'm saying. I don't know how else to describe things other than it's just a little more metal. Really love to see all levels of Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles given Generations paint job like Green Hills, Chemical Plant, Sky Singings. Yeah. As long as it could just control like this. Or really control like Sonic 2 or 3 or whatever. Or Sonic Mania, let's be real. Oh, come on, frick! Thanks a lot, Bubbles. My biggest gripe with, as much as I love the 3D, the modern stuff in Sonic Generations, and I love the design of the classic Sonic stuff in Sonic Generations. I just don't really like the way that classic Sonic controls in that game. Having gotten stuff like Mania and some other, like all these Sonic fan games that just control so well. Like it just, yeah, it just pales in comparison, man. Should I have had more patience? Oh, what? I was right there. My mouth was wide open for that freaking bubble. Okay. At least I got this. Joke's on you. I didn't even need the bubble. All I needed to do was die. Oh, frick! I didn't realize I didn't have any rings. Sweet. I'm dying repeatedly. On repeat. It's fine. It's fine. Everything about this is fine. I see no problems here. What's going on, Pickin' Preacher? Yeah, that is, that's quite saddening when I saw the weather situation. But we will, we'll figure it out. We will figure it out. Oh, great. This is like anxiety of the level.
The current DSR count is 533. This is the first of the day.
But yeah, we will figure it out, and we will make it happen. Pickin' Preacher, we will make it happen. I even cleaned up my room for you. You want to see my retro life? Oh, amazing! That's awesome. Tyler, he's in. Are they still in Texas? Is that right? Or are they somewhere else? It makes you feel special. Yeah, it was a little chaotic after Christmas. Bro, like, I don't know, like the past few weeks of my life have just been chaos. Well, honestly, the past like month and a half of my life has just been chaos. And so, yeah, finally had enough time to get everything situated. Boom shakalaka indeed. What's going on, Elijah? How's it going? So I'm kind of looking forward to, I mean, January is a little busy for me, but it's mostly partially normal, if that makes sense. Not nearly as chaotic. It's a little busy, but my brain is not operating at 100 miles an hour all day, every single day. Oh, mother of pearl. Oh, come on. Please do not rob me. Please do not rob me. Give me air. Give me air. Ho, ho, ho! I'm a professional video game-ist. I hope you all are aware of this. I probably could have made it out of there, but whatever. Ah! Frick, I hate this level! Okay. Super Ducky, what's going on? How's it going? Ah! Ho! Ho ho ho! Yep. Ah, you beehole. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So the song that I'm gonna let you guys hear in a sec from my old band, I just realized I'm a fool. It's actually, the outro of it is based on this song, and no, not the boss music. Still fantastic. Still very, very similar to the boss music, but yeah. It's going good, just relaxing. That's fantastic. That's good to hear. Son! Oh, I could not spin dash quickly enough. Instead of spin dashing, I literally just threw the controller up in the air, even though it didn't go fully up in the air, but you know what I'm saying. Do you ever just freak out while playing a video game? Instead of actually playing the video game, you just do something really dumb? Yeah. But see, in the original Sonic 1, you don't have the spin dash, so you gotta just do the thing and be good at it, you know? It's the only way I play video games. I love that. I love that. I'm glad I'm not alone here. This happens to me frequently when I'm playing like a first-person shooter online or something. Oh, I almost did it again like a fool. And it, like, you know, I'm just getting attacked or something, and instead of actually doing the thing, I just and start flailing the thumbsticks around. High-pitched ahs and tool man grunting. Love that. Boom shaka laka. Get out of here. Yeah. It's good. I didn't get all the Chaos Emeralds because I'm a rookie, but, you know, what are you going to say? So while this is going on, I'm going to pull up the song. I also remember originally beating this game. I remember the first time I got all the Chaos Emeralds, too. First is the worst, still good, though. I completely agree, Mercy Weapon. How's it going, Mercy Weapon? Yeah, I was talking about this a little bit ago. This is probably my least favorite Genesis Sonic game to return to. I have like a lot of nostalgia for it just because I vividly remember this time of my life when I was playing this a whole lot. But yeah, I don't really like returning to this game as much. These later levels, like Labyrinth, I do not like Labyrinth Zone at all. Not my favorite. Not my favorite, but I do have a lot of nostalgia for this game, just based on when I was playing it. So when I was playing it, growing up, my grandparents lived right next door to me, and so I spent a lot of time over there as a kid, and we had a TV set up in the den. This probably looked so ridiculous to anybody that came over to the house, and I don't know why they let me do this, but I had a TV set up in the den next to their den TV. And so if they weren't in there, I was able to play a video game on the video game TV and watch something on the big TV. And it was so ridiculous. Like, looking back, I mean, as a kid, it just seemed totally normal to me. But looking back on it, it was just so ridiculous. But I played a whole lot of Genesis and a whole lot of Saturn on that TV specifically. And specifically this game too. So, we got all the emeralds, look at that! I love how they, for some reason in the first game, there were only 6 Chaos Emeralds. And then there in that animation, it was like, okay, there are 6, but wait! There's a 7th one from somewhere in the spaces! New content is available. Okay, great. Okay, so let's check this out. I'll play this song for you guys. So, orderoftier.bandcamp.com. If any of you are interested in my old video game metal band, here you go. I played drums in this band. Except for the very first album, I played guitar and I sang. So, that's a thing. How old were you all when you got your first TV for your bedroom? I think I was like 15. Fungus, I'm not gonna lie, embarrassingly, as long as I can remember, I had one just because my parents were like big. My parents owned a video rental store when I was a kid, and so my dad was just like big into just like, you know, AV home theater kind of stuff. So they had a bunch of stuff from the video store, and I wound up getting a TV from the video store, and so it just kind of was always in my room. So I was super thankful for that. But or at the time it was just normal, but looking back on it, I'm super thankful for that. And like now, I mean, I put a TV in our bedroom, but literally it never gets used. I use it like when I'm folding laundry sometimes. Let's see. Okay, so here's the thing with this song. This song is actually going to get re-recorded at some point in the near future, and I will be sure to share when that happens. So I'm not wild about the way that this sounds. This was kind of when I specifically was kind of in my infancy as far as mixing and stuff like that goes. So I don't think this sounds great at all. But yeah, so the reason why this is getting recorded is because re-recorded is because I think. Oh, by the way, I was in this band with Zorain, who I'm sure you guys have seen in several of my videos. He's in here in the chats every once in a while. Shout out to Zorain if he's lurking. What did you say? Apparently, in the first couple of days of Origin's release, Sonic 2 had a glitch where you could do a special stage, beat it, and then restart the stage to reset the special stage while keeping Emerald. Oh, interesting. Yeah. All right, let's see. Let me turn that off. And then, where are we at on this? Negative 4.5. It's fine. Okay, let me see. I can't remember. I believe the beginning of this song, I wish I had thought about this before stream. I would have known exactly. I believe the beginning of this song is based on Chris Redfield's theme. And then after that, at the like halfway point through the song, it transitions to based on the final zone from Sonic 1. But yeah, so really quick. So I didn't really finish what I was saying. So I used to be in a video game metal band. We played video game music that was kind of stitched together with some original stuff sprinkled throughout and original lyrics on top of it that had nothing to do with video games. So that's what this band was. So this song, some songs have a ton of different video game music in it. This particular one, I believe it only has the 2 songs in it, which was kind of rare at the time. But anyway, the song is called Tearing Reality Asunder. And let me see if I can do a do here and do this, and I'll play the hootie hottie. And I keep in mind that I played drums on this, and we would play this live, and it was one of the most exhausting experiences of my life. And you will see why later on in the song with all the kick drum stuff. It's stupidity. It's actual stupidity. Oh, this is the boss music. I'm a fool. Yeah, so that was a thing. Yeah, it was quite difficult to pull that off live. And it was always like, I want to say it was always the last song we played live, and I don't know. It was freaking exhausting. It was absolutely exhausting. I think, and I mean, for obvious reasons. I feel like my endurance at the time had gotten to like a pretty good point, but I was still like, for that song, like, you know, when your skill level is like, or skill level, endurance, whatever, is like right here, and you're like right there, like that's kind of how this was. But yeah, it was quite exhausting. But yeah, so Emmanuel, yeah, it is that song is actually it's gonna get re-recorded at some point. So Zerain and I are in the process of some happenings with all of this stuff, and so the goal is to no promises, because I don't know exactly when it's gonna be done, but probably at some point this year, maybe, I would think that'll happen. So that's pretty exciting, because that song specifically, like, I want a recording to do that justice, you know. And we have re-recorded some of the other songs off of this album. And yeah, so yeah. Anyway, so what was I gonna do? We got a little bit of time here, and I wanted to first of all switch my monitor to the correct thing here so I can see what the heck is going on. It's called Tearing Reality Asunder. And actually, I can, hang on. Where's my web browser? I found it. Here you go. Here is a direct link to that song. If I can find my mouse. I've acquired said mouse. And this whole album, I'm not really wild about the way that this sounds. But the albums after this, I think, sound a lot better. Starting about 2015, I kind of started to figure out how to mix. Kind of. So, yeah. And there's some other stuff on here, too. I've played this on here on stream before, but there are some songs. If you look at the first album on here, I sang and played guitar on this, and it's like very, very power metal, very like epic power metal. Like Dragon Force was a big inspiration, and Rhapsody of Fire, like bands like that, fantasy metal, that kind of thing. But I sang on the first one, and I sound like a child. I sound like a literal, living, breathing child. So, yeah. Also, I didn't mention this earlier, but I thought this was super cool how when you go to the mission mode here like this is like the Sonic Spinball like area. But like Knuckles is hanging off there, and then you got Tails flying around, and then Sonic's running around, and then occasionally Sonic will float by in a barrel. I'm not really sure when that happens. Surprise! Let's see. Okay, I wanted to check out Sonic Spinball on the Game Gear. This seems like the perfect time to check this out since we got a little bit of time. It's great. Phenomenal. Okay, he looks quite interesting. Yep. Uh-oh, more Spinball. I have never played this version, so I'm not really sure what to expect. Yeah, Super Ducky, I've never played it. I've never even seen it, actually. The only thing I know about it is that, and we talked about this a little bit earlier. Where's my art book? But they used the design of Dr. Robotnik from The Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog on the cover art for some reason. Where does it go? Right there. It'll focus. For some reason. And on the Genesis version, they did not. They just used, the regular how Robotnik looked on the Genesis. So I don't know why they did that, but they did. So, okay. Can I turn off the junk on the sides? I hate that. Whatever. Okay. Frick! Which button do you want me to press, you fool? Oh, you can change the difficulty. Let's bump up the continues here. Okay. This looks more jank than the Genesis version. It sure does. Okay, I don't know what the heck the start button is. I can't freaking... is start triangle? Okay, so he just dive bombs. That looks really cool. That's like saying I was just a really cool level intro. Okay, what button does what? I can't. Okay, triangle is pause. Okay, so they got the marquee here at the top when you pause it. This feels freaking unplayable. Hang on. Lake Titicaca. Okay, I cannot actually imagine playing this on a Game Gear. Okay. I mean, it's basically the same-ish. Oh my goodness gracious. Good grief. Okay. Oh, that was not the way. Okay, so I need to go this way. Falling me somewhere? Can I go this way? What's over here? Oh, wow, he can actually run in this. Oh, frick. You can't really run in the Genesis version. He just kind of jogs. How in the dingus do you get out of here? Okay, let's go this way. I don't trust this video game. Wow, the control in this is horrific. What is happening? Like, I feel like I'm hitting directions and nothing is happening. There's like an enormous delay. Okay. It's a very aggressive sound. Put me in there. Whoa, whoa. Okay, something physics-based from the Genesis version. At the same time, the game is already very unpolished as the Genesis version. This makes the Genesis version look like a walk in the park, or play like a walk in the park. This feels like, busted. I can hardly control what is happening. I mean, it still kind of has that same thing that, like, the Genesis one does, where, you know, you can kind of control Sonic as he's maneuvering around a little bit. Oh my good gravy. Alright, we can do that, we can do that. Ah! Put me in! Oh. What's up with Tails' face? Frick! Like, I'm not sure what that zappy zap is supposed to do. Is that good or bad?
Will just donated $5 and said, I'm beat. Gonna hop off. Good night, everyone. Stay warm. Drink your Ovaltine. Take your Flintstones vitamin. Don't suck.
Will, thank you for that super chat and those incredibly wise words. I greatly, greatly appreciate all of those things. And I hope you have a fantastic and unbelievable rest of your week, and that you recover very quickly. And we will see you so unbelievably soon. We'll see you so soon. No. Whoop. Oh, put me up there! The jump is, like, really loud in this. Happy 15 months to you. It's unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. I'm still floored at how large of a number that is. Straight up cuckoo pants, you know what I'm saying? What is actually happening? Yeah, I'm aware of the situation. I want to get out of here so that I can continue. Can I go that way? No! Bro! That's a cool sound, actually. Whoa, that's not what I wanted! Exit. Stop this. Bro, I can't control this video game. Stop it. I wish I could, like, get out of here. You know what I'm saying? I like how the game just randomly sounds like freaking... Okay, it seems like you can only go two directions. Okay, one is up, the first one, and then the other is... Not that again. Come on. Oh, I thought that was the one. I thought that was actually the one. Bruh. Unsure. Like, what? Bro. My sanity is about to emerge from my person. Stop this! Imagine, if you will, it's your birthday. And you open your gift for your birthday, your day of birth. And you love the Sega Game Gear, so you know that the box is shaped like a Sega Game Gear game. And you get Sonic Spinball for the Sega Game Gear. There it is. Frick. And you're like, man, this is so incredible. so hyped out of your mind because you know and you love the home console version, even though you don't own it yourself. You played it at service merchandise. But you're so excited to have received the Game Gear version of Sonic Spinball, only to be greeted by this. And this is the only game that you have to... This is the only game that you have to play. The only one that you can play. Okay, what are we doing? Where am I? Come on now, yeah. Yeah. This one makes you control the flippers independently. Like, it forces you to do that. This is very difficult. This is rather difficult. Whoop. So, okay. Where did I go to get that Chaos Emerald last time? Okay, so I got... Oh my goodness gracious. Should I fall down here? Is that how it's done? If we were playing the Genesis version, you're supposed to go down there to get the emerald. Well, how the freaking Scooby Snacks are you supposed to get that emerald? Okay. Alright, this is probably the same situation. Come on now. Yes. The same situation. Or not. A different situation. It says have arrows pointing down. Well, there you go. Okay. Follow the arrows. That's all you gotta do. That's all you gotta do. Okay, the other emerald, I believe, was ugh. Now we're back here again. The other arrow, or the other emerald, is going to be over on the left. I wish they had just like tried to remix the music from the Genesis one, because this track, isn't it? It sounds like they did remix some of it, but I'm not sure what is the deal with this lightning bolt situation here. Mother of Pearl! Okay. Can I just please go somewhere that's not there? Yeah, definitely the Game Gear, like, some of the tracks from, like, the Sonic 1 and 2 are pretty good. There's, like, the Sonic Warrior, the Toot Toot Sonic Warrior, whatever, song that's, like, in, I believe that's in, like, the first level of Sonic 2. At some point, I want to tackle Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 on the Master System, which are ports of the Game Gear games on the Master System. I really want to tackle those at some point, if I ever find them physically. Just because I've never beaten those two games, and they are a little bit on the difficult side. Is this good? Is this good? Is this good? Yeah! Boom shakalaka. Congratulations. You have all 3 emeralds. All right. Let's see if the boss music can redeem this entire... Frick. Redeem this entire experience if I don't die. Please. Okay. I don't need to go that way. No. No. Okay. Mother of Pearl. Ah! This is so brutal to control. I just don't even know what's going on. Okay. Oh, I thought that was the one. Oh, okay. There it is. All right. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're making it happen. Imagine playing this on a little screen. I simply cannot. Ugh. Okay. All right. Better, closer, warmer. Okay. All right. Now, what are the odds? Wow, frick. What is happening? What is happening? What actually just occurred? All right. What is happening? What is it just a floating head? Is he just a floating head? Oh. Oh, no! Oh, frick, Sonic Spinball. No! This freaking game. Just like the Genesis version. No! What? Brother. Oh, stop this. Shh. Okay. Of course. Of course. Now that I don't want to go into that hole, now I'm getting flung into that hole just automatically. What's happening? Yeah, I feel like the Nomad. Oh my freaking. Okay. Really, all I want in life is to just catch a glimpse of the boss here. That's really all I want. It's the only thing I want. Literally. But anyway, yeah, I feel like the Nomad was... So it's cool because it is a portable Genesis, and you can plug AV cables into it. You can plug a second controller into it. So it is a freaking Nintendo Switch for the Genesis way back before the Switch was even remotely a thing. Sega knew what was up. And I don't know. I mean, to me, I think the cool part of it is that it's a portable Genesis that can, like, yeah, it's a handheld and you can play it on the go, but then when you get home, you can plug it in and play it on the TV. And I just don't remember ever seeing any, like, I feel like they should have leaned into that aspect of it some more. I don't know. But then again, Sega was doing so many things hardware-wise at that point in time, like, and then you had like different hardware divisions that were just like not even communicating with each other, and like with the CDX and the 32X. So the CDX is if for those of you who have not seen it, it's like a smaller Genesis and Sega CD combo unit, but also it's a portable CD player, so you can put batteries in it and take it with you and play music on the go. So that's cool. But oh my. But anyway, the let's see. Okay, what is it? It's, let me get this right. On the 32X, where does it say this? Now I'm confused. Now that I'm trying to talk through this. So there was supposed to be, since the CDX is a Genesis, and the 32X is an add-on for the Genesis that you just plug into the cartridge slot, you can use the 32X with the Genesis 1, the Genesis 2, as well as the CDX. But on the 32X box, is it on the 32X? I cannot remember now that I'm talking through this. Somewhere it says you cannot use the CD or the 32X with the CDX. I can't remember if it's in the box of the 32X or what, but then on the manual it says in order to use it with the CDX, you have to buy this additional attachment bracket, which now is a 3D printable thing that you can get, which I have on mine, which is cool. And and like, I don't know, it's just like it's so bogus, because it's like, in one way they were like, no, actually this thing doesn't work with this, but in another way they were like, actually yes, it totally does, and here's how you use it. So I think it was one of those things where they just didn't want to screw with it, so they just slapped a sticker on there that said it's not compatible with the CDX, so whatever. Has this reset all of my progress in this video game? And like, even in the manual, it shows you plug in the 32X into the CDX with the attachment. Literally has pictures of it. But they never release the attachment. Yeah, this is my first time, Elijah, playing the Game Gear version. Never played this version before. It is way better on the Genesis. And like, it is light years better on the Genesis. I feel like the Genesis version is actually playable. This is just like busted. I guess I do need to go up higher. I don't even know. I simply cannot. This is like breaking my brain right now. Where's the switch for this nonsense? It's over there. This is so funny. Oh no, it's over this. Yeah. Oh, what? I wonder if that just eventually kills me, or if it just makes this horrific sound for all eternity. Like, I feel like I can kind of control the Genesis game. After playing all the way through Spinball last week, for the first time in a long time, like, I actually do enjoy that game for what it is. I don't think it's necessarily like a great Sonic game or anything like that, but like, I don't know, it's just, I think it's a cool take on the pinball kind of thing that's present in like every mainline Sonic game. I wish it controlled a little bit better. That's like the only thing. Because I wish it controlled a little bit better. It didn't feel quite so jank. I feel like it is just literally a miracle whenever I slam into something that I need to slam into in this version, though. Like, bro. And I 100% see why I got so frustrated as a kid on that last level. Especially considering the way, like, the last boss just throws you out the window. Like, it's a little difficult. It's a little difficult. And then every time you get thrown out the window, you got to play the whole level over again, basically. Frick. Okay, I can't do this. I just can't. I cannot. I simply cannot. What else is in here? What games have I not played? So these are the two that I want to at some point play. We will do that at some point. Whenever I can grab those on the Master System, we'll play those. Sonic Chaos. We played this. We played the Master System version of this a few months ago, and that was cool. Sonic Drift. Oh, that's cool that they put 2-player modes on here. I guess it's probably like a side-by-side, like you're running 2 emulators or something. That's cool. This game is quite a thing. Sonic Triple Trouble. So actually, we kind of did play through this recently because we played through the 16-bit version, so that was cool. Sonic Drift 2. I actually have not played any of the Sonic Drift games. I didn't know Metal Sonic was in Drift 2, though. That's cool. Wonder if he's in the first one. I have not played Tails Sky Patrol. I have played Tails Adventures. I love... Wait, I thought it was called Tails Adventure. Why does it say Tails Adventures? That's interesting. Whatever. Regardless, I actually really like this game. It's a much slower paced game, but it's kind of like a puzzly kind of platformer game. Like you play as Tails, and then he has like all different like kind of gadgets and stuff that you use to progress throughout the game. So I really like this game. I'd actually like to seriously play this game on stream at some point. So maybe this is the year that happens. I've played a little bit of Sonic Labyrinth. It's different. It's a little different. Players choose between Sonic or Knuckles in this title that brought pre-rendered graphics to the Game Gear. So this one, I have not played too much of this. I played it a little bit, but it's from what I've played, it's not great. I actually forgot that there was a Game Gear version of this, so that's cool. I appreciate that they made the effort to port a lot of these Genesis games to the Game Gear. Just like a lot of the ported ones, just I don't know, Spinball. That ain't it. That ain't it. But these first few games are good. I mean, Sonic 1, 2, Chaos, Triple Trouble, those are all pretty solid. Making a 16-bit version of Sonic Blast. Okay, I would be interested. So, over the next few weeks, as we wrap up the main game that we're playing, assuming we have a little bit of time at the end of stream, we'll check out some of these Game Gear games that I don't really have any intention of playing all the way through. But yeah, I want to check out Sonic Blast at some point and actually give it a little bit of a play. And definitely like Sonic Drift and Sky Patrol here. Tails Adventure is going to get its own stream at some point, though, so that'll happen. But yeah. Anyway. Woo! It's good. It's good. We done did the thing. We done did the thing, cyberspace. So next week, we will be playing Sonic CD on Sonic Origin. So, I'm not as familiar with Sonic. I love Sonic CD. I've played through it a handful of times, but I've played 1, 2, 3 and Knuckles many times, but this one I've only played it through a handful of times, so I'm not as familiar with it, but I still do really love this game, so I'm definitely looking forward to returning to Sonic CD, and I'll talk about next week, once we get into this, I'll talk about some of my Sonic CD history and all that stuff. I almost started talking about it just now, but I'll save that story for next time. So, Sonic CD on Sonic Origins. Looking forward to checking that out and doing a playing of that. And yeah, so I enjoyed Sonic 1 in this setting. It's definitely, you know, not my favorite of all of these. It is for sure my least favorite of all these Genesis Sonic games. But yeah, like I really enjoyed the widescreen. I feel like a lot of the improvements they made to the frame rate and a lot of the like sprite rotation stuff and adding the spin dash and the drop dash and all that really made the game a lot more tolerable IMO. So yeah. So anyway, yeah, next week Sonic CD. And yeah, so I don't think I have anything else to tell you guys about. So everybody, thank you all so much for joining me on this journey through Sonic 1. Looking forward to Sonic CD next week, and I will see you a week from today at 6:30 p.m. Central Time for some more MichaelK TV. Everybody have a fantastic rest of your week. Deuces. Boomtails, I'm pretty sure he would intentionally jump into the toxic pit. Pretty sure that's what he would do.